tonight on the webinar. We have a very special guest, but first of all, I want to say thank you for waiting for just an extra minute. We had some technical difficulties involving some microphones. I wanted to make sure that you guys could actually hear our voices and everything like that perfectly fine. So if you guys can hear me, just go ahead and type in the chat and let me know that you guys can hear everything okay, and I'll the screen. That way we can just do a screen test and sound test right now, and we'll be good to go. There's a bunch of people still getting on the call, so we're going to give them like just a second, checking the screen test. Seems like everything's good. All right, good, good. How's everybody doing tonight? Just shout out, say where you're from, what time it is, how you're feeling. I don't want to say keep it clean because I like reading all the dirty stuff too, so feel free. And we'll get going here in a second. So I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm just going to introduce our guest here, and we'll kind of get rolling. Everybody who comes in late is just going to have to deal with it, all right? So thank you so much for joining us, everybody, this evening. I have a special guest here tonight. This guy, his name is Casey Zeman, and he's a creator of YouTube Revealed and Easy Webinar plugin. And Casey's a unique guy. He teaches a method for traffic and lead generation by harnessing the power of video through attraction marketing. And I've had a lot of folks emailing me at the support desk asking about video strategies and video marketing. And you guys know that a couple years ago I was really into video marketing quite a bit, especially with some CPA stuff, and really was showing people how they could make money just syndicating videos and sending stuff to CPA offers and whatnot. But I thought I was kind of pro at it until I saw what Casey was doing. And he's taught over 3,000-something students now his course, which is the YouTube Revealed. And his most recent addition and creation to that was the Easy Webinar plugin. It's the first automated webinar software for WordPress. Okay, so he's kind of the first guy that even came out with that stuff. And he designed it to create high-converting sales webinars in 5 minutes or less. Now, everybody like us, we're used to these sales webinars and whatnot, right? You guys see like training webinars, sales webinars. We do like our masterminds and stuff. So you guys are like always are into these webinars. You guys got to realize that the majority of the population doesn't even attend a webinar like once a month. Not even, you know, like us. Like I'm on like 3 or 4 a week at least, sometimes 5 or more. So some people don't even know what a webinar is. And so, I mean, for these kinds of niches, for other niches other than just niches on how to do things on the internet, or how to learn techniques or internet marketing and stuff like that, stuff in like in the diet industry and all those other things, these aren't so commonplace. So that's why these kind of things work well. And Casey's been seen at search engine strategies, online marketing summits, and WordCamp events all over the world as an expert speaker on video and conversion. Okay, so he's been around the block for sure. Now, he was deemed as the Internet Marketer Gap for the year for 2012 by CFM, okay? And that's kind of an important thing you should take note of. So, again, after everybody's been asking me all these questions about video, what's been going on, how to do some video strategies, some ninja stuff, I've got my ninja stuff, and I've showed you guys a bunch of it, but I'm going to get somebody on here who's really just destroying things and building up some serious cash flow, and working with brands and big name companies and all sorts of stuff like that. Because, as marketers, and we've got a lot of local and offline marketers on here too, not just affiliate marketers and people who do other stuff, but everybody as local marketers, this is something that you should look at too, just as much, by working with local brands in your area, or maybe other local or companies, bigger companies in your area, to start working with their brands on their YouTube channel. So this is an idea for you to add stuff to your repertoire as well, services that you can offer to clients. So without any further, I want to just make sure if Casey, if everything's working. So Casey, are you there, buddy?
I am, Michael. I'm right here, man.
Awesome. You sound good. Can everybody hear Casey? Just go ahead and type in the chat real quick. Yes, you can. And if so, we'll probably get started.
Yeah, guys, let me know if I'm too loud, if I'm just right, if I need to bring it up a bit. You guys can hear me. Okay. Audio is great for both. It's echoey. Let's see here.
Seems pretty good for me and stuff. So.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry if it's a little echoey, guys. I'm trying to. I want it to be as crystal clear as it possibly can. Yeah, okay. Yes, can hear Casey just fine. Thanks, Richard. Okay, so good. You guys can hear me okay, and I noticed earlier where everybody was coming from. I saw a lot of people from the UK. I saw Mars, Montana, Las Vegas, Portland. So I really want to welcome everybody from all parts of the globe here tonight, and I want to thank you, Michael, so much for giving me the opportunity to speak to your community about video. It's the CPA stuff. So you were kind of doing some ninja stuff as well a couple of years ago, eh?
Yeah, I was just, I was starting to do strategies of just messing around with video, how to produce videos quickly with content that I had,
Yeah,
sending it to CPA offers and different
right.
stuff like that. And yeah, it was fun.
Well, that stuff was yeah. I'm just going to say that for affiliate marketers, guys, there are definitely things you could do in that regard, and you can still do it now. In this webinar tonight, we're actually going to be covering kind of what's happened in YouTube, what's going to be happening with YouTube, and how I monetize YouTube. And I look at it from a little bit of a different approach, and a lot of you might be local marketers. This might have a lot of relevance for you. Okay, if you guys do local marketing, you do consulting, this actually might be a good place for you to be tonight. So again, thank you for coming. I'm excited for you to be here, and let's push forward. We'll probably have more people come, I think, Michael, as the time goes on. But let's push forward. I think we're 11 minutes in. I think that's good enough to start. So I'm going to be talking tonight, guys, about YouTube Revealed, and the things I'm going to be discussing are how to build a brand, drive pinpointed traffic, gain trust, and close the dreaded sales cycle gap by 40% with the new YouTube, and how I make a very comfortable 5-figure income from video and YouTube. But before I start, I wanted to actually talk to you about this. There was an awesome article that came out in the beginning of 2012 from the Social Media Examiner, and some of you guys might know who they are. One of the top social media blogs, in the world. Now, they were talking about game changers for 2012, and there's some changes that were happening. Now I'm not really big on predictions, especially for 2012 because we had a lot of end of the world predictions. But my thing is looking at social media and different online predictions. So they were saying out of 30 hot topics, the ones that kept coming back were mobile, new photo and video sharing networks, and video, guys. In fact, YouTube is what they talked about. They spoke of YouTube 3 times, and no other topic was talked about that many times. And it really is because YouTube's integration into every Google product is huge. The new social landscape of YouTube is huge, and the low barrier of entry for what is the biggest broadcasting company on the planet is huge. Okay, I'm going to come on to that more in a little bit here. All right. I did want to say that I'm going to be giving something away at the end of this webinar. So what you can do right now is, if you want to take part, you can go to facebook.com/online business now and just write a little comment saying, hey, I'm at the webinar, excited to start, this looks interesting, can't wait to get this going. And also you can go to one of my YouTube channels, the Niche Umbrella, and actually subscribe, and so that you can kind of follow along when we go to YouTube later on in this presentation. Okay, so that's facebook.com/online business now, and I will reveal at the end what the prize is. All right, and no, it's not just like I'm sending you a bit of dirt in the mail or something like that. That's not what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so let's commit to not multitasking. I have everything off. I've turned off Skype. I've turned off my phone. I don't even have a heater going right now. It's kind of cold in this room, so just turn everything off while we do some stuff, because I want you to concentrate on a lot of what I'm going to be talking about. Now, a lot of this stuff, I have a ton of stuff here to show you, and I just want to try to get it in as much of it as I can. Also, you should know that I'm going to be talking about why video for me, because I prefer video as a brand tool, and I'm going to be showing you guys pretty much how I use it for that. Now, some of you might be make money now type of people, but what I'm going to show you is how to have a long-lasting brand, how to have a long-lasting business, and how to use YouTube, in fact, to do that. All right. So you guys might be wondering who I am, but Michael actually did an amazing, he did an amazing intro for me, so I appreciate it, Michael. But just so you guys know, yes, I've been in the trenches of YouTube and video marketing for the past couple of years now, and I've worked with such clients as Estee Lauder and Dell on their video marketing and YouTube campaigns. I've trained over 3,000 people on the subject of video marketing and YouTube, and pretty much Michael already said this, that I've been spoke at online marketing summits, search engine strategies, WordPress WordCamps, and I'm the creator of Easy Webinar Plugin. But what we did not talk is a bit more about me, who I am. Now, just so you know, I started out as an actor in TV, film, and stage, and that's why I live in Los Angeles. I started off as that, and I realized that at that time, probably about 8 years ago, I didn't want to be a broke actor, so I went into real estate, and that was going awesome until the bubble burst, and then I had to look for something else. And in 2010, that's when I started looking online, and I'm a husband. I own 2 cats and a bunny, so I'm kind of already set up for the family lifestyle, just waiting on some kids to be knocked out. But then we'll be good to go. And when I first started online, I almost quit a few times actually because I was frustrated. I couldn't figure out where I was going, and I realized that it was because I was directionless, and that was the biggest thing. So I would start something, then somebody else would have the same idea. They came into the market faster, and every time it just frustrated me more and more and more. I just wanted to have a direction. So so I noticed that kept happening, and I can just to give you a little bit of advice. If you have an idea and you do see other people in the marketplace that have that same idea, don't stop doing what you're doing. Okay, oftentimes we need that positive energy reserve, and we might not find it from family and friends, or we might not get it because we have people opposed to us starting up a business that maybe somebody else already has in the marketplace. Don't feel like you can't do something like that because something in the marketplace it just means that it's a warm market. You guys can actually do well from it. Okay, so I'm glad I actually stuck with it and I didn't give up, because this is me today. I've made a lot of products, and I do social media consulting, specializing in YouTube and video marketing. And I'm a conversion fanatic, guys. I'm all about closing the sales cycle gap, and that's a reason why I love video, because it does it naturally. And another reason why I love YouTube is because it filters it perfectly, okay? But we're going to talk more about that in a little bit here. But most of my success came from doing video marketing consulting, okay, and YouTube managing. And I wasn't really thinking about teaching this stuff till last year when a friend of mine said, Casey, no one really is teaching YouTube marketing as like a consultant like thing. Most people are talking about Facebook and being a social media consultant with Facebook and Twitter, but no one's really teaching how to do that with YouTube. So I thought, okay, I'll actually start teaching this stuff. A few of my friends, one of the friend that actually told me I should teach this stuff, actually, he is also a video marketer. I consider him kind of a contemporary, because there are very few of us in this marketplace. So the competition is actually nothing. If say, for instance, I get too bogged down with clients, I can send off my clients to him or another couple guys that I know, Mark Robertson of Real SEO, or Gideon Shalwick, some of these guys. So the marketplace is really wide open for YouTube, for being actually a YouTube consultant. So what we're going to cover today, guys, is why video. And really, this should be obvious by now. If you guys have, being in Michael's community, you guys know video. You know the importance of it. But we're also going to talk about why YouTube and the $1 billion industry and its entry points. Also going to cover creating a multi-pattern video campaign geared towards your audience, and the secret sauce to the perfect video. Plus, we're going to talk about YouTube's $100,000 brand loophole that most businesses don't even know. And this is really helpful for your business and your clients, okay? Now, we're also going to be covering 4 potential YouTube income streams, all right? So if you're a consultant, this is going to make sense for you, the YouTube consultant and strategist, okay? That has a lot to do with the offline local marketing. Now, if you do local marketing, maybe you want to input video production as a service as well. A very good idea. We're going to cover that. we're also going to be talking about how to get paid as a YouTube content creator. And a lot of people just don't necessarily think about being a YouTube partner, but I'm going to cover that as well. And then finally, we're going to be talking about SEO ranking for your product, brand, and service through understanding how to market with YouTube. And that has a lot to do with the affiliate marketing concepts, all right? But here's a poll question that I wanted to ask. How many of you guys have actually made videos for yourself or your clients? Go ahead and put it in the question box. Oh, cool. I have some video marketers here. Yes, this guy. Awesome. Yes, yes, I have. Yes, many. I have many. I've done it. Yes, 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 yes. About 100 per month. Bill Taylor. Nice, Bill. Awesome. So I'm dealing with some awesome people here. You guys know what you're doing. You make videos all the time, whether it's for yourself or your clients. Okay. Now, you know, what kind of success have you had with that? You obviously guys have YouTube channels, right? And you know, when I started out, I noticed that I started video marketing, and after about a week, I got to the first page of Google within my niche, which at this time was make money with video now. And 2 weeks prior to that is when I started actually looking at how to market with YouTube. So this took me 1 week to actually get to the first page, and I kind of call this the side door effect, and I'm sure you guys have used it as well, right? And this is when I started seeing the power, you know, the extreme power of YouTube. I tested it out many times over. Here's another one. This was a ranking for social media buttons, and this one took me 5 days to actually do. And this is out of 123 million results. So needless to say, this stuff works, and I got extremely excited when I started seeing this because, you know, again, when I was having, you know, when I was figuring out what I was doing, I couldn't find a system. But at this point, this is when the light bulb moment, you know, this is when that light bulb moment hit, you know. I found an actual system that worked through testing, and it was YouTube marketing. And again, as I just said already, guys, I would suggest you find one thing in your business and just stick with it and do it, you know, do it well. But so I jumped into YouTube, right? And while I was on YouTube, I was checking around on my own, checking things out, and getting more videos out there. But then I noticed a huge what the, you know, this is kind of the biggest what the of all time, that major Fortune 500 companies were either not on YouTube or they had less video views and less subscribers than me. I'm talking companies like Walmart, Big Lots, Kmart, Winn-Dixie, Hormel, Hershey. I mean, come on, Hershey? I just did a search last week for chocolate, and there's 90,000 searches in YouTube on chocolate alone, yet Hershey doesn't even have a presence on YouTube. And I was trying to figure this out, and you know, I checked it out. Hershey is all over Facebook, but they have nothing on YouTube. And part of me was thinking that, first off, that maybe they think they're so big that, you know, it really won't help. You know, they're such a big brand, already embedded. They've been around for 100 years. What's you know, why should they be doing YouTube? Part of me also thinks that they think YouTube is so 2006. You know what I mean? And it really isn't. If you think about it, and if you know, there are 800 million users on YouTube, and that number is equal to Facebook. Also, YouTube is monetizing over 3 billion video views per week globally, and 4 billion video views are received every 24 hours with YouTube. And guys, I don't know if you've heard this, but in the next 10 years, 75% of all channels will be internet channels. So pretty soon, all channels, whether it's television or web, will be available on TV, computers, and pretty much any device. Everything is going to be internet-based. So in fact, Google/YouTube just spent $100 million to compete with broadcast TV this year alone. Google TV features YouTube streaming. So just like Kindle, imagine coming home after a long day's work, turning on the TV and seeing YouTube, maybe seeing your commercial on YouTube, or maybe seeing a video that you put up on YouTube, all right? And you're trying to get into the search queries on Google TV. That's what's happening in the next 5 years, folks. That is what's so remarkable. And it's really cool because right now the entry points into YouTube are so low, they're allowing for cheaper ads, cheaper production costs, and an easier connection to your customer base. And I don't know how long that's going to last. And just imagine if you can, if you were at this precipice. Well, imagine many of these companies are now just getting wind of this shift happening, right? And imagine if you get in touch with them right at the precipice of where they're going to change their ad placement habits, all right? That's huge because none of these guys actually know how to use YouTube. You guys probably do, and they're thirsting for someone to teach them, all right? And these are not small companies I'm talking about. Big companies, you can actually get in and start selling, start get them, talk to them about video content, get them and start doing branded YouTube channels. There's sky's the limit because everything is, as I just said, going to be internet-based. Okay, so these guys are going to want to know how to do this, know how to do a Google AdWord, know the difference between Google Display Network and Google AdWords for video, and what the best solution is for them. So I actually wanted to show you guys this quick video. Now, you might not be able to hear it, but I just wanted you to see it. This guy, now if you guys are not new to YouTube, you might have seen this guy. Here he is right down here, right? AuraBrush sold, now I think that's actually 1 million, but no, they sold $7 million, but 1 million units on YouTube, okay? And if you guys recognize this guy, AuraBrush was started by that old codger who was he was an inventor, and he went to a school and said, guys, I don't have any marketing experience. I want someone to market. Anyway, this guy Austin and some of his buddies created a YouTube sensation. Had like 15 million hits on that video, and much more. I had the opportunity of interviewing him, and what he was saying to me was mind-blowing, because he and I were talking about Hollywood and the conception of what Hollywood's doing and changing, how commercials are changing, also how YouTube is kind of like the Wild West, and it's just a question of getting that real estate now, jumping on there and grabbing it, and then doing some front-end work, you know? So I was really happy to hear that, because that kind of coexists with what I love, and it's YouTube. I know there's so many things you can do with YouTube. So I quickly wanted to go over this now. You guys might know about this. Obviously, if you know why I use video might relate to why you use video, because this is not a new thing. I use it to gain traffic and to keep traffic. Now, when I'm talking about gaining traffic, I'm actually talking about using SEO, so search engine optimization, and engagement, all right? YouTube's social platform. And if you've seen YouTube, guys, in the last 3 months, that social platform has changed drastically, right? Also, YouTube is the second largest search engine on the planet. It's not even a search engine, and it's the third largest site visited online. So there's a tremendous amount of traffic that comes through YouTube. There are 4 billion video views happening every single day, as I've already mentioned, and there's 800 million users on YouTube, and that number is the same as Facebook. You see, YouTube was designed to drive traffic. Now, what do I talk about when I'm talking about keeping traffic and closing that sales cycle gap? Well, I'm talking about using good and usable content to keep your audience interested. This builds trust. And an example of this would be how-to videos to help your audience with a problem. Teach and teach soundly, and you'll keep traffic. But what else builds trust? This does. When you have a soundboard of leaders who will actually back up your brand. And all these leaders, guys, are in the online marketing world. Michael's not on here, but I don't have a lot of space for him. He would totally be on here, though, when I retweak this. But all these people met me through video. And that's another level of engagement that you can really use. Now, I want to show you very quickly some product video results. 64 to 85% higher is the likelihood of someone to purchase after watching a product video. People stay on a video 2 minutes longer when they're engaged with a video. And 53 times higher is the likelihood of a front page Google result when there's a video on there. And then the offline impact is kind of interesting. If someone watches a video online, then goes in store, there's a 6% increase from that interaction online to in store. Right? Now, I wanted to show you this screenshot just to show that I pretty much have done quite a bit with some awesome brands. Now, this is Estee Lauder. This is Nicole, my contact at Estee Lauder, and I told her that I was going to be optimizing this video, and she should expect about 50,000 views in the next day or so. Well, we were able to get about 158,000 views in 24 hours, and that's actually not even a huge, that's not even big. That's not actually a very, very successful campaign. This one, this was a Dell campaign where we had 1.5 million views in about, I'd say 4 days, 4 to 5 days we were able to get that. It tapered off, slowed down, but this campaign for Dell actually revenued about $10 or so, and it was both from the click-throughs, but the live event as well, because this was based on a live event that was occurring. Okay, now I want to let you know that I know how to get traffic, and I've done what's called trend marketing, and maybe you guys have heard of it, and you guys have done it as well. But in trend marketing, I was able to send about 1 million people, 1 million clicks to a site, and unfortunately, that site couldn't handle all that. We really didn't anticipate that it would do that well. This was on a shared server, not even a VPS, so it was a pretty sad experience. But I mean, it was just because we didn't realize that the impact was going to be so great, and that was based on some trend marketing that we did. So now I want to talk about the components to a successful video, just in case you guys don't know or haven't used it before in your own career. I want you to think about the why. All right. Now, what is the why? The why is, if you've ever heard of the why, they talk about it in TED Talks, and Simon Sinek talks about the why. It's when you focus on why you created something in the first place, and why you created your business. Well, I want you to think about that, but I want you to think about it in terms of your video content. So why have you created your business or product in the first place, and how does that relate to your video? How can your video embody that? Now, let me show you an example of that. Do you remember BlendTech? You ever seen these guys? These guys used to blend iPhones and iPads and technology, and they were hugely successful. But why did this campaign have so much success? It was because they showed the why, not the what. All right. For instance, what does a blender do? It blends, it crushes, it whips, it smooths, etc. But that's the what. That's what it does. The why is that the BlendTech can take the toughest materials on earth and still blend them because they're so confident in their product. That's the why. They showed that they're so confident in their product. Why they created the product in the first place is so that people know that they can give you confidence, so that you feel comfortable about buying their product, and that's what the why is. So I want you to think about that when you're creating your video content. You have to connect with your audience, and the why is the best way of doing that. So after you discern the why, you're not going to shoot from the hip. You're actually going to aim first. So let's talk about the 3 essential pillars of video marketing. All right. Now, the 3 pillars to guarantee video marketing success are strategy and research, value of content, and engagement. All right. Now, when we're talking about strategy and research, we're actually going to be talking about keyword research, competitive analysis, and trend marketing. And we're going to be using both YouTube's keyword tool, okay, and Google's keyword tool for campaigns, because ultimately what we want to have happen for our videos is to get seen not only in YouTube but also in Google as well. So once they are actually seen in those areas, you need to keep those views happening. You need to keep people watching those videos, and the best way to do it is provide good and usable content. And also, consistency is a really strong way to do it. Okay, if you're more consistent with your videos, then that means you're also going to be having a lot of success and keeping people there and providing a lot of value. Your content, guys, remember, should represent your why. Okay. Now, the third thing is the social side of things, the engagement. Use YouTube's new platform for a deeper and richer engagement. And I'm going to actually go into YouTube in a quick second here, right? And I'm going to show you what I mean by using their platform, the new platform here. And I really quickly wanted to go over 2 layers that your videos should have. And because we're marketers, we can't just be informative. We have to be entertaining as well. So the 2 types are entertaining and informative. Now, when we're talking about entertaining, many people think of this. They think of bunnies and kittens and puppy videos. But guys, it actually goes way beyond that. An entertaining video should actually grab your attention within the first 5 seconds, okay? And an informative video should keep you there because you're learning something. You're invested in staying there because you're gaining something that you can use, right? And so I want to talk about the secret sauce. It's entertaining plus informative, and that's going to give you the perfect recipe, okay? The combination of the two, where you grab your viewer's attention within the first 5 seconds with the entertaining factor, but then keep them there with the informative factor. And really, it's about finding the right balance between the two, okay? Now, a lot of people ask me, do I need to spend a bucket full of cash to create an amazing quality video? And the answer is, heck no, you don't. I mean, no way. I have people that, you know, I do web video for people that charge, where we charge anywhere from $250 for a video all the way to $20,000. But the thing about that is that if you're comparing that to what commercials cost, what TV commercials cost, businesses would be glad to take on a $20,000 budget for maybe like a 3 or 5 to 5 video campaign over, say, having to spend millions of dollars to do the commercial, the TV commercial. So. All right, so now I wanted to check in. How are you guys feeling? Why you might be wondering, why am I showing you? Why is he showing me all of this stuff? And it's because this is the information that I actually send out to my clients and prospects to close the contracts. Okay, and I'm going to come on to what I get from my contracts. But before I do that, I wanted to talk about how you can make money from YouTube. Okay, should you be a partner? Do you guys even know what a partner is? Some of you do, probably some of you don't. A YouTube partner actually gets paid by YouTube. YouTube will pay you $2 per 1,000 views, and you can make some cash that way. Now, the thing about it is that you have to be really consistent with those videos. You have to punch out a lot of videos. You have to make sure you get those views, because only 1 million views is $2,000, right? When I was looking at this, I was like, it looks okay, but I want to make more money. I don't want to make $2,000 with YouTube per month. I want to make more than that. So that's why I started looking into consulting. But for those that are partners, there are 2 other options that you can choose from, which will pay you more than YouTube will. Actually, Maker Studio pays you. In fact, Maker Studio will not pay you more, okay? They'll actually give you half, all right? But what they do is they have a full studio where they'll create the content for you, okay? And these are what's kind of happening right now in YouTube, is that these little studios are popping up to where they're housing content creators, they're nurturing content creators. So Machinima will actually pay $2.50 to $5 per 1,000 views. You get to keep it all. Now the downside is that they don't have a studio to where they have lighting, cameras, costumes, etc. But as I said, Maker Studio does. So they'll take half of your YouTube commission, right? But they'll give you a full. They'll give you the resource, all of their production area, their studio, the cameras, extras, everything. So it's kind of cool. But again, as I said, I wasn't down with doing this because I didn't want to just make $2,000 a month from having 1,000 or 1 million views. Now, if you guys, if you have awesome content and you're doing it already, yeah, go for it. I'd say become a partner. But I wanted to make way more than that, and that's why I became a YouTube consultant. And when I was a YouTube consultant, after 3 months of working with YouTube, I started consulting and managing companies' video marketing. And I was charging $2,000 a month per client, all right? And in the beginning, I had about 4 to 5 clients after 3 months. So I was seeing that there was a much more effective way of monetizing YouTube in the offline marketing world, for me personally, okay? And I found that the benefits were that you can make good money in an area that few people even know about or even do well. Most people don't know about using YouTube and video. There's no competition in the niche. At that time, there was no competition. There still is no competition. And the best part is it's super easy to find clients. And that's what I noticed. It was like just picking off that low-hanging fruit. So for instance, let's say this. If you like a company, go out and check out their YouTube channel. And you might be surprised with how many of them have very little exposure and optimization with YouTube. And that's what I was noticing for these major corporations, Estee Lauder and Dell, that they didn't have as much exposure. And just like I was showing you earlier, Hormel, Winn-Dixie, Kmart, Walmart, they have no exposure, and they're going to see this year, we're probably going to see that they're actually now going to be gaining a YouTube presence. And I have this on good authority. I won't tell you where I heard this, but it's someone pretty high up there who I've talked to about what corporations are going to be coming onto YouTube. So how do you get the clients, guys? You can do a few things. You can connect with them on their YouTube channel, and that's, simply email them or in-mail from YouTube, right? Another thing is you can go to meetup.com events to talk to people about video marketing in the very, very local markets. And you guys obviously know some of this. Michael probably has taught you a lot of these things. The Chamber of Commerce, you can go there and get some local marketing there. And as I said, you probably have heard of all these things. Have you heard about these things, though? LinkedIn. Now, wait a minute. Now, I know you have heard of LinkedIn, but LinkedIn, guys, has a filtering tool where you can actually connect and find the exact people you're searching for. And this is actually what real-life recruiters do to connect and hire people. I know this because my brother, he places CEOs of banks. He's an executive headhunter. So there are really cool filters where you can say, look for a social media manager of Winn-Dixie, or social media manager of Hershey, or marketing manager, digital marketer of Hershey, and say, hey, you know what? I notice you don't have any presence on YouTube. Well, I could do a branded channel for you. We could do some overlay stuff and start a campaign for you because I did some research, and 906,000 search results are happening on YouTube for chocolate. So let's say I went to Hershey, right? They would be silly and foolish not to take on that traffic. Now, part of them probably thinks that part of their mind is, well, we've been selling, we're there, we don't have to worry about it. But if I was in the market of chocolate, I'd be doing this. If I was a new chocolate company, I know that I can get into YouTube right now and have no competition because Hershey's not there. Godiva, I don't even think Godiva's on there. So again, there is really a nice low barrier of entry for YouTube, and I really feel that these bigger clients are going to start getting wind, and it's going to be happening very soon. So now I wanted to talk about the new YouTube and cover the YouTube branded loophole that big businesses pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for, and I'm actually going to show you this, guys, for free. So you know what this is. This is the old YouTube, right? And a couple things that I'm really excited about is that you'll notice, guys, in the old YouTube, all the clickable links were at the bottom. Really just some poor branding, right? But now, in the new YouTube layout, you'll see that all the branded links are on the right side of the video, right? And I can have call to action on each of these links. So I could say, hey, click here for your free gift or to win an iPad or something like that. Also, you're going to notice that on both of these, I have here the overlay, right? This is a clickable branded overlay, and it kind of looks like a Google ad, but guess what? It's my own branded overlay, and that's what I was talking about when I was talking about this. I'm going to show you how to do this for yourself, okay? Okay. So what we're going to cover, what we're going to do right now is we're going to add your custom URLs in the newly placed description area. Now that's pretty simple. You guys have probably done that before, adding your custom URLs in your description. We're also going to add overlays to all of your videos, not just some. Okay, these are my suggestions to you that because of this brand loophole, you can add overlays to all of your videos. You also need to guarantee your branding on your featured videos. And you want to make sure that you're always checking the Always Take Subscriber Users to the Feed tab, okay? And that's just good for integration. And I'm going to show you how to do these, guys. And prioritize your favorite channel on your homepage using the Pin feature. Now, how many of you guys have used the Pin feature already on the new layout? Let me see some hands. Let me see how many of you guys have done that before. No, no, no. Yes. No, not yet. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, we have a lot of no's. We have 2 yeses, like 15 no's. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to show you that, guys, right now. All right. So I'm going to close the slide. Hold on one second while we do this. Okay, now you should still see screen 2. All right, now let me go into YouTube here. All right, so let me see. Hold on one second. I'm going to go into YouTube right now. Okay. All right, so here we are right here, going into YouTube, www.youtube.com. Okay, you guys see this right here? You should be able to see my screen now, right? All right, now I'm going to click the sign in button. Okay. All right, sorry, hold on. I got to sign out of this one. Sign back in using my other one. Hold on one second, guys. All right, so now let's go back into YouTube. Okay, so here we are at one of my channels. And let's click on the My Channel. And I love these Scion commercials. Those are so great. So what I'm going to show you guys is how you can set this up and do it for free. Because generally speaking, in the past, if you guys have known, you have to pay for a video promotion in order to get the branded overlay. But I'm going to show you a way of doing it where you can not have to pay for a promoted video. Does that make sense to you guys? Hope it does. All right, so the first thing is first, I wanted to show you, let me go back into my slides so I can just see what I was going to show you first. You probably know this already, that you should always, always, always add your custom URLs to your video. Pause that. Here it is right here. Always the first thing you should ever do is put HTTP right in front of your, put the HTTP and then the full URL at the very, very first thing in a video, right? Also, let's go in and go back into the channel now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you feed here, featured, edit. Okay. Now a couple things. I want you to make sure, because we're going to be putting up this branded overlay, that you want to not have this checked, or you want to have this checked, I'm sorry. You want to prevent ads from showing in my videos on this page because you're going to add your own branded overlay, okay? All right, so make sure that's checked. Also, automatically start playing the video once the channel loads. You should probably have that checked as well. Now there are some cool things that just happened here with YouTube. The featured videos have changed. A lot of things have changed in regards to the setup and things like that. So we're going to click Apply. Okay. All right. I'm going to go into Settings here. Go to Info and Settings. And I have this checked as well. Always take subscribed users to the Feed tab. Now the Feed tab, guys, is right here, right down here. You can see it. But the reason you would take someone there is because if they're subscribed, you want them to see you and see what's happening in real time, all right? And that's the brilliance of YouTube, is that their social engagement has completely increased in the last 3 months. So I want you to make sure you're clicking that as well, okay? And then you're done editing. All right, now let me click pause. Now we're going to go into the home page, and this is what I was showing you earlier, the engagement factor, right? Well, check this out. It kind of looks more like Facebook for those who haven't been on here yet. And the cool thing is that you can see what people that you're subscribed to are doing in real time. And the benefit of this is that you can follow competitors. You can reverse engineer what your competitors are doing. You can also find people that can cross-promote for you. Maybe you want to interact with them right away. For instance, automotive internet training with Sean V. Bradley, put up 6 minutes ago. Maybe I want to say, hey, great video, Sean. And that might bring Sean over to me. He's very niche in the automotive world, so maybe he would want to use my video content, things like that. So there's a lot that you can do with that. Now, I wanted to show you what this pinned feature is all about. So what you would do is you go to See All, right down here, and what you can do now is you can pin up to 10 subscriptions at the top of your homepage. What it does is that shows those people that you pin are the first people whose feeds you're going to see if they put something up, right? So what is awesome about that is if you have people that you really, really want to make sure that you're on top of when they're putting new content out, you can pin those people to the top of it. And really all you do is you just click the pin and it adds them right to the top, all right? Really cool, very simple, and extremely, extremely helpful. Let's go back to the home page. Now let's go into the settings over here, right in here, the settings, okay? And we're going to learn how to promote your videos. All right? We're going to click on that. And this is going to look familiar to you guys because many of you guys already know how to do Google AdWords, right? And I'm assuming you guys do. So what I'm going to show you right now is what's called, what is now known as Google AdWords for video, and it's actually in beta right now. But it's extremely cool because now you can use Google AdWords for video, which is based on a cost per view level and not a cost per 1,000 impressions or cost per click. Okay, and it's very cool because YouTube has probably about 4 different types of AdWords for video. They have, and I don't have them listed here, but they have inlay. They have something for search. They have the branded overlays, which I've already showed you, and they have things like in-stream overlays and things like that, right? What the cool thing is that you can create a video campaign with a video in YouTube and promote it within YouTube and the Google Display Network, right? Now, I wanted to show you very quickly. Let's click on New Video Campaign, just for the heck of it, right? Now, what I can do is when I'm uploading a new campaign, I'm only going to do this a little bit here, and I'm actually going to show you just a couple things here with this. But you can upload an existing campaign, right? And these are my campaigns, or I can choose another one. I'm actually going to go with okay. I'm going to go with easy work. What the heck? Dismiss. Okay. I'm actually just going to create a new campaign. I'm going to call this Campaign 2. This is just a test campaign. I'm going to have a $10 per day budget, and I'm going to actually start going into locations, languages, ads, and then the advanced setting is where the really cool stuff happens. So, you guys with me thus far? Are you still here while we talk about stuff like this? This is kind of super advanced. This is kind of advanced stuff. Are you guys all good with it? Yeah? Yeah? Cool. Okay, cool. So, yeah, man. Nice, Scott. All right, so in this, I'm just going to keep it with the targeting as it is. The United States, enter a location to target or exclude. I'm actually not going to do anything with that right at the moment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Select Video, right? And a couple cool things is that you can throw in a URL that's not even your own video. You can throw in somebody else's video, okay? And this kind of goes back to the CPA thing that Michael and I were talking about, is that in this, you can promote a video with somebody else's video, and you could go in and say, find a Justin Bieber video or a trending video, right, inside YouTube, and then put that into the URL, and then put your affiliate link in there based on whatever it is, right? So very, very cool stuff. I'm actually going to go with my channel, and you can link up other channels too. You see how I have these other channels linked up here? I'm going to go with that one, actually the niche umbrella, not actually, yeah, so I'm going to remove this one, and I'm going to look to see what I got here in terms of video assets, and I think I'm going to use this one, okay? Let's try that one. All right, so there's that one. Now this is my wife. This is after we took a trip up to Vernal Falls in Yosemite. A day after those people died in Vernal Falls. I don't know if you guys keep up on that, but Yosemite last year there was a big over the summer there was a big accident. So we made a video the day before and got some views. With that, we didn't even do anything promoting with it. Just got some views because it was trending at that time. So with this, what you're going to do, just like setting up any type of ad campaign, right? Yeah, I'm just looking back here. Okay, good. I'm moving pretty quick here. I want to make sure that I get everything in here. So let's say that this particular video, and based on my campaign, guys, is based on webinars. So let's say this one is create an automated system. Create an automated, here, actually the headline will be automate your business while, let's say automate and relax, let's say, right? Just for the heck of it, let's just do that. Usually I would do like that. I'd actually do a little bit of time on this copy. Description. What if you could automate your business what if you could make money while hiking? Let's say that. What if you could make money while hiking Yosemite? All right. I probably would use this image because it's, it's a girl, but that's my wife. But it, sex sells, unfortunately, guys. That's just how it goes. The display URL. Display URL is going to be my website. So easy webinar plugin.com. All right, and that's also going to be the destination URL. Make sure they're the same, actually. Now, if you want to track this, guys, the destination URL, you can put in a trackable link by using, like ad tracker or link tracker or even Bitly. You could go in and go to Bitly right here, right? And I can put in my HTTP easy webinar plugin.com. Okay, and it will shorten it for me. Now, there we go right there. So I copy that, go back into the video campaign, and now I put that in the destination URL, and I make sure that I just have the bit outline, okay? Because that is still, the final destination is still going to be Easy Webinar Plugin, but I can still track it, right? All right, so now I'm going to call this Yosemite Automation, so I remember it. All right, now advanced. Now this is where you can kind of decide where you want this video to play. If you want to play in a channel page or a watch page, they're only going to give you a few options here based on the length of the video. Okay, usually you have to stay within all of their guidelines to use all of the Google Display networks and YouTube. But these are the ones they're going to be having us use. I'm going to do the channel page. I'm going to stick with that. I'm also going to throw a banner in there. Check that out. Choose a file. Right now, I can put in a banner right now, and I'm going to go in and grab my images right here. Banner 2. I'm going to go in and grab 300 by 125. Actually, I'm going to go in and grab 250 by 250. Okay, that's the one I'm going to grab right there. Boom. Now it will show right there if it works. Gotcha. Okay, now you can do 300 by 250. Actually, I might want to, let me change that around actually, because I want it to be the full size. So automated images, and I'm going to go into 2. So 3. Okay, here we go. Right here. Let's use that one and open. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now the advanced settings, we'll go through here. Schedule start date, frequency capping. This is when how often you're going to send it out. They already have things already selected for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click save and continue. Okay. Now this particular okay, there we go. All right. So now targeting groups are where this is the awesome stuff, guys. The targeting groups for making a video ad is hugely awesome, and I'm gonna tell you why, because you can add things like let's see, here we go. First off, in the targeting, you can add YouTube keywords tools right here, and then in here you can actually add like URLs. Okay, let's see, I think it's add topics. Enter a word, phrase, or website, okay? And you can actually go through and enter, you can actually enter in a URL into this. Now, the way we have to do this is, let's go and say this is science, add topic, okay? And just add placement. Okay, here we go. This is where it is. Add placements. So I want to kind of let you know, guys, that I have a keyword tool that I have in my website that will actually take YouTube URLs and give you a list of them in the hundreds of thousands, and you can take them and list them all right here and click on the ad placement. Now, what that does is that decreases your budget, your maximum budget, to where you can do things like 1 cent or 2 cent, things like that. All right. Now this is really advanced, and I'm seeing some people that are like, "Whoa, that's super advanced. I'm not able to get all that." But what I'm going to show you guys is, besides that, we're going to save and enable targeting. Okay, but we still have to put an amount down, so we're going to put 23 cents. Save and enable targeting. Okay. Okay, now here is the video right here. Okay, that's what we created. All right. Now, what I can do here, guys, is you see how that's a green button right there? I can pause this campaign. Okay? I can pause this campaign and still take advantage of the branded overlay. All right? Now, let me show you what I mean. So we're going to have to go back into YouTube, and we're going to have to go into this video, this Yosemite video. So let's go back into YouTube. And now let's go into my video manager. All right, now when you see my wife laying down on the ground, let me know. Okay, where is it? Where is it? We're coming up to it. There she is. Okay. So we click on this. We click on the edit button right here. And check it out. See this right here? This is the call to action overlay area that where you can set an overlay while still not having to pay for a promoted campaign. You can start the campaign, you can create it, but you don't actually have to pay for it. So in this one, I would say learn automation. I would probably say the same thing. Learn automation while you learn automation. How about automate and nap or something? Automate and nap. Okay, I'm not going to go through this, but I'm going to show you what what you generally do is you put a description, second description, the image URL, 56 by 56, right? The display URL, easy webinar plugin, and the destination URL. Actually, the display URL, yeah, the destination URL is going to be that bit.ly back here, right, that I showed you, okay? Okay, but I'm going to show you what it looks like in, leave this page. I'm going to show you what it looks like in another video. So let's say this video with here we go. So Michael Stelzner, right, the CEO of Social Media Examiner. See how I created this for his video, right? And I didn't pay for that, but I set it. You see what I'm saying? This is hugely beneficial. This takes you right back to your website. Let's watch this on the video page. So check that out. If I click on this, this is a branded overlay that will take me back to my a website, my site. And this actually, guys, this is how it plays on other. If someone were to take this video and embed it on a website, you actually still see that branded overlay on those websites. So this is hugely powerful. I'm showing you this for free because I want you guys to actually start taking advantage of stuff like this. This is kind of some new things that are happening on YouTube. So if I click on social media training, it's going to take me back to whatever site I put it to. Was my, looks like my own website, all right, my Casey Zeman Online site. So those are a couple things that I wanted to show you. I hope I didn't give you too much to think about. I mean, it's a lot of information. Okay, so Yusuf is asking if you actually paid for the ad, where does it show up? Yusuf, it would show up in, let's say I did a search on webinars, right? Now this might not have webinar. So let's search for that. Okay, now where it would show up as a promoted video, okay? The featured video would probably be one of these featured videos, but let's actually find something that gets a bit more search. Let's say Justin Bieber. Bieber. It also shows on the Google Display Network. Okay, here, see this ad right here? This is what you're paying for, right here, to get on the top. This is an ad right here. So the idea is that you want to get onto the ad to get to first page ranking within YouTube, but you can also get found in the featured videos as well. The other cool thing is that sometimes this particular video can show up on Google when you're searching for Bieber on his cell. So let's go to Google and let's say Bieber on his cell, Bieber on his cell, and let's see if that video shows up. This might be it actually. My guess is that, well, that might not be it because it only has 2,400. But generally speaking, what happens is oftentimes you can get onto the first page of Google with your YouTube video by promoting it. This one has 3 million hits, right? So anyway, that's where it shows up. Yeah, Bieber on his cell. That's right. Okay, so now quickly let's go back to the slides. All right, we're going to finish this presentation up. I want to answer your questions. I see some questions coming through, so I definitely want to get to you guys. So let's just go back in and start the slideshow back up, and I will answer all of your questions for you. Okay, so let's do that. All right, so let me just go into the slide that we left off at. All right, and it's right here. Okay, now who can benefit from having a YouTube presence? Okay, a new YouTube presence. And guys, really anybody can benefit, every single person. So if you're doing local consulting, don't think that one, like a lawyer, won't benefit from this, because it's not true. They will find benefit. They'll find benefit either through the engagement factor of YouTube, or they'll find benefit from the SEO factor of YouTube. So what is the biggest problem with selling something online, guys? What if I said that it was actually cynicism? Because let's face it, people don't trust. And I want to ask you guys, do me a favor. Tell me who your favorite people are online. Who would you literally buy anything from? Okay, go ahead and put it in the question area. Who would you literally buy anything from? Mari Smith. Yes, I appreciate that. Mari Smith is a friend of mine. Yeah, Margaret. She's an awesome person. Anyone else? Chris Farrell. Chris Farrell is another good friend of mine. Casey Zeman, very sweet of you to say. Mother Teresa. Frank Kern. Awesome. Jeff Walker. Yeah. Mari. Yep. Okay. Tony Robbins. Ryan Dice. Amazon. Everyone says Amazon. I love that. Laura Betterly. Chris Farrell, as I said. Stephen Pierce. Brian Tracy. Michael X. Ed Dale, James Tremko, I always say his name wrong. Salty Droid, yep. Michael X, yes. Okay, so guys, yes. Batman, I love it. Now I'm getting kind of Okay, but what's the common thread in all those names? This is kind of like super 101 here, but it's video. All those people use video to attract their customers and build that engagement. Mari Smith, you know what? I did a speech with Mari Smith in February. I did it at the Online Marketing Summit. And she and I were on a panel together on stage. Now, the funny thing is that 75% of all the questions that were coming through on that panel were all about video. And I felt so bad for her because there were more questions about YouTube than there were about Facebook. And it was just such a fascinating thing. And I really do think that the three things that are really going to be popular this year is mobile, Pinterest, and things like that, and YouTube coming back. YouTube is going to be doing some huge stuff. So that's why I use video, guys. I'm going to come back to some of your stuff on here. Some people that are leaving some comments. Paul S. said he's met Mari when nobody knew her. That's awesome. Okay, so the fact is that video converts at least 10% better than other means for generating sales. And video closes that sales cycle gap by a whopping 40%. You see, the sales cycle, guys, is like dating. Okay, usually you have to go through 6 or 7 dates before getting to know someone. Similarly, with purchasing something, you need to feel comfortable about that purchase. Okay, and video does that because video bridges the gap of impersonality found on the web. That's why I personally use it. That's why Michael was using it. That's why people use it. And my belief, guys, is that brands should use it. I'm looking at the long-term thing. If you're a company, if you have a business already, folks, you should be using video, branding yourself with that video, and putting yourself out on YouTube and having yourself, video up on your website as well. And again, affiliate marketing is awesome, but I kind of love the long-term stuff. So I've definitely done my share of affiliate marketing. I could show you a video after we're done here to where I sell Amazon products. But I want to show you these stats here. 2.5 years, 100K, 6,000 hours. That's the amount of time, money, and hours that I put into creating my product. Okay. Now I'm gonna let you know, guys. I'm gonna be talking about my product. Okay. Now this is an opportunity that you have to enter into my membership site, which is called YouTube Revealed. We're going to talk about it for a quick minute, and then I'm going to go over some questions, okay? But again, I wanted to give you the opportunity of learning all the things that I've gained over the past 2.5 years, 6,000 hours, and 100K of investment into my business. So I wanted to ask you guys, how many of you are interested in YouTube now that might have not been interested before? Or maybe even let me know how many of you guys are still interested or even more interested now. Yes, 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 yes. I want to be able to get all of your questions. Let's ask those same questions, guys, at the very end. Okay? I see someone asked about YouTube managing, creating strategies, developing and placing content, etc. Yes, that is exactly what we do. Okay, that's exactly what I do. That's what I do for my clients. So, if you guys are ready for a change in your business, a turn in the corner moment, then I want to show you the resource for enhancing your sales intake no matter what your business is online, okay? And that's going to be with YouTube Revealed, the Mastermind course and training. This is the most comprehensive YouTube training system around, okay? It's humongous. I've spent a lot of time putting it together. All right, let me show you briefly what the courses look like, the course outline. Now, this you might not be able to see all of it because it might be a little small here, but we have all of this on the left side is the full YouTube course, okay? And we have a beginning course module, we have an intermediate course module, and an advanced course module. And you notice I put there's values of all of these right underneath them. We also have bonus modules as well inside this members area. This is a membership site, guys, and it's always changing, always evolving because YouTube is always evolving. And I wanted to give a much better resource than just something that was all about YouTube. I wanted to give you something that was marketing, that had a really strong sense of overall marketing. And guys, for instance, if the expert corner, we have interviews from awesome people like Gideon Shawick, Mark Robertson, Chris Farrell, and I find that extremely valuable because I also can they relate to how I use video, and that's what a lot of the interviews are based on, is how they use video. So we also have bonus modules that talk about video player integration. I'm not going to get too much into this, but in terms of how to do video on your own site, not just with YouTube. Because I recommend a few things. I don't recommend you hosting your videos, your YouTube videos, on your own website. Okay, and I talk about that inside the course, and I teach you good ways to manage both. We also have a video production center. So if you guys are kind of novice and you don't know how to make a screen flow tutorial, or if you don't know how to make screen capture, like what I'm doing here through ScreenFlow or Camtasia, maybe you don't know how to do a PowerPoint or Keynote. Well, these are things that you're going to be finding inside the production center, okay? We also have social media reveal, where I talk about Twitter and some Facebook, okay? And we're going to be always uploading that, so more is going to be coming in for Pinterest and Google Plus and things like that. And that's actually something that I didn't talk about when we were in YouTube, that Google Plus's integration into YouTube is huge, guys. In fact, I wish I had shown you this more, but and maybe I'll do it at the Q&A at the very end. But you can actually set to where you have a link to your Google Plus's product page from YouTube directly. And it doesn't have to be your personal page, but your product page. Okay, and if this is over your head, I teach this stuff, so don't worry too much. I also do webinar training because I feel like live webinars and automated webinars are a really powerful way to connect with your audience, for them to know who you are. They share with you for an hour or two, and it's a great way of doing it. And obviously, this is why I created an automated webinar platform, so that you could so you could still do this while not having to exchange money for time. Okay. Now, also a big factor here is becoming a consultant. We have tips on becoming a web consultant or YouTube manager. I have consultant contracts and consultant presentations, and actually I give these to you, and you can download them and use them and just change out some branding, change out some names, and you can use these when you're trying to get clients. You can send out these consulting contracts and these consulting presentations, just change things around. So I have those for you. I talk about video sales letters for closing sales, one of my personal favorite things to do when I'm trying to close a client. And then we very quickly talk about WordPress, where I teach you how to set up a WordPress site. Now, this is because if you've never set up a website, this course, this membership site, I want you to be able to go in and have at least learn the basics of creating a website. So if you are a complete newbie, guys, this site is going to be extremely newbie friendly. If you're, as I said, newcomer, even if you're advanced, we're going to be talking about things in this course, especially in the advanced course modules. You'll see here, down here, guys, I start talking about the packaging system, which is my very own unique system that I've created, to where you optimize your videos appropriately. And there's a list that I have you go through, 11 steps to packaging your videos. We also do case studies and promoted AdWords. We also have video SEO videos as well. I teach you how to use traffic stuff. I have tons of traffic. I have a huge traffic module that teaches about different software to use and things like that. So great course. And the total course value, guys, is about $3,583. Okay? Now, that is what the full course consists of, but what I want to talk to you about is the Mastermind course, okay? Now, the Mastermind course is a little different. It is all of what I just showed you, okay? It is that complete course of YouTube Revealed. It's 13 modules and full access to YouTube Revealed, the membership site for life. And as I said, that's $3,583, right? But the YouTube Revealed Mastermind course also combines this. I give you 2 one-on-one coaching sessions, okay? And they're 2 hours long each, and that's valued at about $4,000, all right? I also give you a one-on-one session, and this is how it breaks down. You get a one-on-one session in the beginning and a one-on-one session at the end. But I'm gonna let you in on a little secret here, guys. I actually do this for more than just 2 calls. Okay, this actually turns out to be probably 3 calls, and I try to taper this particular mastermind course to probably about 6 to 7 weeks. Okay, to where I help you personally. Okay, I help you with your business personally. I help you with your video campaign personally. I help you to get more get your clients personally. I help you to set up your website personally. Okay, your web business. You also get 2 emergency calls, and those are valued at $2,000. And we have weekly live mastermind training sessions, okay? And that's 1 live training session followed by 1 Q&A. And if you miss them, they're live, we have them fully recorded and archived, okay? I'm also going to be giving you this, 30,000 guaranteed video views on your YouTube, on a video, on any YouTube video, whether that's 1 or 2 videos. And that has a value of $297. I'm also going to set you up with 50 quality high PR backlinks. Okay, and if you guys don't know what that is, this is for SEO stuff, okay? Very important. Once you come into the course, you kind of understand what all this is. You're also going to be getting Easy Webinar plugin for free. Okay, now Easy Webinar plugin, as Michael mentioned earlier, is my automated webinar software. And as a mastermind member, as someone in my mastermind course, my coaching program, okay, this is what my mastermind course is. It's a coaching program. You get Easy Webinar plugin for free. Okay, and the total mastermind value is $11,591. But I have an additional bonus for you guys. Okay. You have a great product. All right, and you see this video? I'm going to be giving you a 1-minute sales video done for you, okay, when you become a mastermind. So you see this video right here. This is what we did for one of my masterminds, okay, one of my coaching students, all right? I can do this video for you. This is valued at $700, and I'll do 1-minute video for you for free, okay? It's just included in the coaching program. Now, there's something you should know about it. You must create your own script. I will help you tweak the sales copy, but because of this, this is a lot of value that we're giving you here. So I just, I want you to make sure that you create a good script prior to us sending this through, okay? But this is what I'm going to be offering to folks when you become a mastermind member. So I'm going to pause that, okay? All right. Now, the problem with YouTube marketing and video marketing is that 97% of people don't know how to create a successful video marketing campaign or how to use simple video strategies to build engagement. Most people don't know how to run a proper video marketing campaign and think that they need 1.5 million views to get some viral videos. The answer is you don't. Okay? An example of this is niche targeting without the need of millions of views. So this is my wife right here, guys. And we made a video for Ridley Scott because a year and a half ago, she wanted to be in the Ridley Scott's new Alien prequel, right? And so we made a video, and this was just testing it out, playing around. And our goals were to get in front of Ridley Scott or Ridley Scott's film company, right, to land Diana on audition. So within about a week and a half, we had about 30,000 views on it. And after about 4 weeks, we had 60,000 views on it, right? Then we actually pulled it off. We took it away because Diana didn't land the audition, so we took it off. But the goals that we were trying to accomplish were met. This actually went into the head of Fox for the production, okay? And he said to us, "Fortune favors the bold. I'm going to send this over to Scott Free." He sent it over to Scott Free, and Diana got the audition for the movie. Now, since then, the movie has now completely changed. It wasn't Alien prequel; it turned into Prometheus. But the goals were met. We targeted those goals, we had effective goals, and we met those goals, okay? And what you need to do when you're doing goal setting is you have to look at this. You need to have a scope of goals set, okay, and understand how to plan out and achieve those goals, from the highest goal desired to what you're willing to accept as an achievable goal. So in the case of my wife, we were looking to, the highest we were trying to do is get in front of Ridley Scott. Lowest we were trying to do is maybe just, we went far beyond that because we got in front of the head of Fox, who was handling the production, and Scott Free. Okay. So if you don't know how to do all this stuff, if you don't know how to set these goals, if you don't know how to use video marketing, target marketing, and engagement and SEO, well, don't worry. I take care of this for you. Okay, and again, I want to just remember to just give you some highlights again. YouTube Revealed is an always evolving course. Okay, students of the coaching program, you get full access to the members area. You learn how to increase your views with small actions to big actions. We have bonus videos where we have the top interviews with experts. We have the weekly group calls and webinars on social media solutions. We have the YouTube integration into WordPress, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. We have case studies and analysis, the packaging method, as I've already talked about for your videos, and the tools that can speed up this entire process. Okay? And again, YouTube is an always evolving course. So, you know, in 10 years, when you're needing a place to learn how to live stream holographic replicas of yourself, you'll be happy to know that you got in at the lowest price possible. Okay, when we say lifetime, guys, we mean lifetime. All right. So this is just a screenshot of what the course is going to look like. This is the membership area. We've added a ton of more stuff in here since then, but they're bite-sized modules. Okay, where it's about 5 minutes to 10 minutes per video, and you just follow along with each course, okay, with each module, and it really helps you out. Now, if you don't know what my automated webinar software looks like, I'm going to show you that this is what a registration page, an example of what the registration page looks like right here, okay? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this to you guys within about 4 weeks after you become a mastermind, okay? We're going to learn some stuff first. Maybe we're going to put together a webinar for you as well, and then I'm going to give you this software for free, okay? Okay, so on to the pricing. So how much do you expect to pay for all of this? I mean, as I told you, the total was 11,500 and something for all of the mastermind with everything, and then additional $700. So we're talking $15,000 of the course. Well, I don't like having prices that are $2,997 or even $1,997, and oftentimes you're going to find like Andy Jenkins and other people that, you know, Video Boss, that do video stuff, are going to have prices like that, and I've been told by many people that I could be charging this amount, especially because it's a one-on-one call. I'm offering a 1-minute video to you guys, and it's the full course plus Easy Webinar plugin. So this is a no-brainer for tons of people. So I'm going to be doing this for a total of $997. Now, I'm probably stupid for doing this because, again, I'm committing a lot of time for myself. I'm committing you guys a lot of time. I'm giving you full access to YouTube Revealed. I'm giving you my plugin, which is Easy Webinar plugin, which is an automated webinar software very similar to, say, Evergreen, right? I'm giving that to you for free, and that value is I had it up earlier. That's like $1,300 for the 24-month period. Okay, I'm also giving you a 1-minute video that is customized. Okay, so we get your script and we actually do it. And now I did the video, the voiceover for that person. Now I'd expect you to do your own voiceover on that video. Okay. Okay. So $997 is what it's going to be, and I'm only going to be taking 100 people for the coaching program. All right, and you know, if you can't do the $997, we do have a 3-pay option for members where you pay $343 now, $343 3 weeks from now, and $343 3 weeks later. Okay. Now, for those where all this is too expensive, I also have a lifetime course for $497, and this gets you the full access to the course itself. Okay, YouTube Revealed the course. Okay, and if you can't do the $497, you can do 6 payments of $97. Okay, now that's extremely affordable, and you're still getting the weekly live training. You're also getting YouTube Revealed for 50% off. Okay, so. I did want to say that for the first 10 people who do buy the coaching program, either you pay the full price or you pay the 3-pay option, in the next 10 minutes, I'm also going to give you instead of the 1 minute of video, I'm going to do a 2-minute video for free. Okay, the 2-minute customized sales video instead of the 1 minute, and that's valued at $1,400. So what you can do right now to take action today is go to youtuberevealed.com/. X, okay, /X, okay. It's I want you guys to go to that site right now. Let me know if you are able to click through. If you're having trouble clicking through, let me know right now. Check on that and see. Okay. Um, I see some questions coming through now. Let me see if I can get these answered while we're looking at this. I did have someone named Dave Keld who said $67 for beginners is better for them. Well, Dave, I do have a $67 product where it's just the beginner course, but you're gonna not one course. You're really gonna want the full benefit of the course. We don't talk about traffic strategies in that. We don't talk about video SEO. Okay, so $997 is a coaching program. I just want you guys to remember that it's where you and I talk one-on-one, and it's accountability. All right, you have me talking to you and making sure that you are getting the job done. Okay, and as I've just said, for the next 10 minutes, I'm going to give somebody, for the first 10 people, the 2-minute video option. Okay, customized video. All right. I appreciate it, Gary. Gary said it's easily worth the money. Thank you so much.
I actually had a question. I've been holding.
Yeah, Michael, I hear you, buddy.
All right, let me ask you this. So you're telling me that I can go and get any video that I want to and put an overlay on it?
Yes. The overlay, yeah, because what you're going to be doing is, do you want me to go back? Yeah.
No. I just want you to clarify. So I can go find a video and target a video or target other people's videos or whatever, and I can put an overlay over it.
Yeah, I tested this out, and you can use other people's videos. It's crazy, right? It's like you don't have to actually create video content for yourself. You can use other people's videos. Now the problem with that is that you can't track what's happening in those videos. Okay. You have limitation because it's not your own video, so you can't see, you can't track all that's happening. You still can track what's happening in the AdWords area, right? The click-throughs, but you can't track more of the engagement factors. So that's the only problem.
You can track the clicks on if anybody clicks on it, though, correct?
You can track
as long as you have a tracking link on it.
Yeah, because I put my tracking link on there, so I can track it. I can track
oh man, I just had a lot of ideas.
Oh boy, nice. You know, I was testing it out, and you can use other people's videos. You can actually put the URL of somebody else's video. So what I was doing before was I have a client who is they're like an acting. They're called ActorCast, and they're a online acting a casting solution for actors, and they're probably one of the biggest ones in Hollywood, right? And I found a video on YouTube that was like, I want to be famous, right? And I did a search on YouTube to see what kind of search results were coming up for I want to be famous on YouTube, and a huge amount. I was talking like maybe 500,000 to 1 million people were looking for I want to be famous on YouTube. So I typed it in, and I found a video on top, right? You had a lot of Justin Bieber videos, right? And you had like a bunch of other stuff, but on there I found some guy who was singing on a guitar with his guitar, and he was not that good, right? He was like, oof. But what's cool about that is like I was using that video to be like, do you want to be famous? You don't, even if you suck like this, you can still be famous in Hollywood, okay? You don't have to be from Hollywood to be famous with ActorCast, right? So I used that video, plugged it in, put the overlay, and as well as the URL for ActorCast inside the video itself. So you can definitely do it. You know, from my experience, from what I've been testing, I've been trying to test out because Google AdWords for video is so new, right? That I've just been like there, just learning and learning and learning. So
there's a lot of possibilities that I can think of right now for this.
I know. Yeah.
Just a disgusting amount of possibilities. This is cool. I like that, man. I was sitting there the whole time, like I was jumping up and down. I was gonna get on there and interrupt you and ask, but I wanted to wait until you got to the questions. That's freaking awesome. I don't think if you guys on this call are listening right now, you can target another video, somebody else's video, a video that's all of a sudden getting a lot of views, or something that happens in the news that day, or anything like that, to just
Yeah.
siphon off traffic. I mean, there's killer possibilities. That's insane.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
It's